Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. We're back with another menu book video today. This is menu book number 18 and we are heading off to Asia to collect 3 Nissan sports cars. If you haven't already subscribed and you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to support the channel. And if you're a returning visitor, welcome back. I hope you enjoy this video. For now, let's get into the video. So we're going to head over to the world circuits. We're going to go to Asia. We've got 7 of the 9 circuits unlocked at the moment. And we've got Autopolis, Fuji, and Tokyo Expressway. Oh, we do love Tokyo Expressway. We'll come back to Autopolis and we'll start there with the Japanese Clubman Cup 550, where we need to get 3rd place or higher. There is also the FR Challenge, but we'll just work on this one for the moment. As far as the car's concerned, it needs to be Japanese, so I'll go with the... Do we go with the Subaru? I could go with the GTO. The Integra has got a higher PP rating, but I actually quite like the Subaru, so we'll go with that. Just check the tyres to make sure that we've got softs on, which we do. We're up against the GTO Twin Turbo, Silvia, Lancer, and RX-8, so we should be okay. Still humming and hawing about this car a little bit. No, I think I'm going to stick with the Subaru, but I'm just thinking, let's just come out of there and go into the tuning shop. I'm just going to take the weight reduction option. So we'll do stage 1, head across to stage 2, and we'll also try for stage 3. And that's that done. And the other thing that I often do is, we can't do stage 4. The other thing that I often do is the ceramic brakes. We'll go with the ceramic brakes in extreme as well. So that should give us a nice light car. We've got some good stopping power. Hopefully that will help us to get through the traffic a little bit and hopefully bring us through to a win. Right, so here we go. Back into Asia, Autopolis, the Japanese Clubman Cup 550. Just enter into there. Don't know quite why I went back into to check the car, but we know what we're racing in. We need to get 3rd place or higher over 3 laps. So these races are starting to get just a little bit longer. Oh, we've got a nighttime race. Okay. So yeah, maybe I should have gone for some better headlights, although these ones aren't too bad on this car. Okay, so we're in 12th place. We need to get 3rd place or higher. I'm just going to take it just a little bit easy for the moment, just whilst I get the hang of this car on this track and also driving at nights. Although the headlights seem to be pretty good, we can see quite a bit, so hopefully we should be able to start pushing on. So we're coming up against up to the 10th place. We'll do that one on the outside. Just take this one on the outside too. That's 2 in that little complex. Quite nice, getting it slowed down, turned in. 2nd gear just to get it turned in there. Now just thinking about the next car, the 8th place car in front. Should we go around the outside? He's braking mid-corner. Can we carry a little bit more speed through? Yeah, I think we're going to go around the outside, but we're going to need to get it slowed down for these two that are side by side. Can we go on the left? That was probably going to result in a trip to the grass, so just back out of that one slightly. We've got a gap opening up. Oh, let's back out of there. Back out of there. Oh. If we get a nudge from behind then, I'm not quite sure, but a bit boxed in at the moment. Oh, there's a gap opening up down the middle, and can we thread? Yes, we can. Oh, what a move. What a move. Okay, let's get it slowed down into this corner. 3rd gear, it turned in over the apex, the one to the outside. 6th place now, so we're chasing 5th, who is 4.5 seconds down the road. And we've now got him in our headlights. So just watching the balance of the car through these corners. This one seems to go on forever. We've got a left-hander up underneath the bridge. Left-hander, we've got 3rd gear through here. Can we do this car on the right-hand side? Now we do need to get a good exit on this next corner, and we have compromised the line slightly, so we'll stay in third, get up on the curb, and we need to switch back to the left, get as much power as we can down the straight, trying to pick up the slipstream from the 4th place driver. Looks like we actually got a slipstream off of the 3rd place. Those two have swapped places, and we're getting pushed over a little bit to the right. We need to get over to the left of this corner. We're going to brake down the middle of the track, so we're going to take a defensive line, a little bit deep. Just went for a defensive line through there, and round we go. Pushing too hard. Pushing too hard. Let's get this turn round, try not to hit the white one coming through. Okay, so we're back down into 6th place now. That wasn't too clever. Just accelerated a little bit too quick, a little bit too hard whilst we were still turning. A bit of an elementary mistake. This car does like to swap ends if you are not careful and don't respect it. So all braking mid-corner. So we'll do that one on the outside, get it turned in for the right here, 2nd gear. On the power as quickly as we can. We got this fast right into this fast left where we might be able to do the 4th place on the outside. He's gone a bit wide. I wasn't quite sure whether to go on the inside or the outside there. Did manage to do the outside. So 3rd up ahead now. This is a really tight left-hander, which can sometimes be an overtaking opportunity if the car goes wide. He's taken a good line over the top. We could have gone through there a lot faster. Why on earth were you so slow? That really compromised us coming down the hill. I missed the gear there. So this again is a very, very fast corner where you can carry a lot of speed across the curb there. That car was braking mid-corner again, so we took advantage of going across the curb. Same here, lots of curb, down into 2nd gear for this turn. Just being careful of the Mazda at the moment. Not really an opportunity to overtake through here, but a big opportunity to spin and cause a problem. We can go down the inside here if we're brave, but the Mazda is closing the door on us, or a slight nudge just opens the door, and through we go. So getting up on the curb, looking for a good exit for this long straight. Take loads of curb on the left here, up into 4th gear, and we are in 2nd place, but we are full 5 seconds away from the leader, although that time is coming down quite nicely. So on this occasion, this is lap 3 of 3, we need to be careful going into this corner. Don't overcook it, don't accelerate too hard, just get it through the corner. We've got a whole lap to catch the car in front. So 4.5 seconds now, so we didn't really take too much time out of the 1st place car through that corner. So we've got a 3rd gear right-hander through here. Get back on the power for this short stretch, back off, just to come through here, further in the throttle. I'm leaving it in 3rd gear. The Subaru does seem to like 3rd gear over 2nd. There's not a lot of difference between 2nd and 3rd. So I'm using 2nd more for turning in for some of these corners and also for some of the short ones. But for most of these other corners, 3rd, 4th seems to be working quite nicely. We've got an opportunity to overtake on the right hand side there, which was taken, and then we get a straight run down to this. It's actually pretty much a hairpin, although it doesn't feel like it on track, because you come off the top there and then you're already looking at coming down the hill. It feels like a very tight left-hander, but you're almost coming back on yourself. Not quite, but almost. And this is a super fast right-hander. If you get it right here, you can carry a lot of speed through. I see a lot of people are doing that in 4th gear. I did come down to 3rd just because we are out in front, but only with a 2.5 to 3 second margin. So I don't want to be too, a bit too over eager. So we've got some luxury of reining the speed in just a little bit and keeping it clean. And that's what this is all about now. It's more about bringing this car home rather than setting massively great times. And in fact, we've pulled out a big margin. We're nearly 6 seconds ahead. So we come across that curb and it's a straight run to the start and finishing line. And we are going to finish with quite a conclusive time in the end. That actually was a lot further ahead than I had ever anticipated. So 6 seconds in the end. Whether the NSX has some issues during that last little complex, I'm not sure, but we certainly managed to pull out. Oh, good. Clean race. That's nice. I seem to be spinning quite a lot at the moment, so getting a clean race bonus is a bit of a bonus. It's a nice thing to have. And there we go. We've got our Fair Lady. Now, this did come up on a lottery. Last video, the video before, I can't remember. And it was on my wish list. So in some respects, I'm actually glad that we didn't get that one, because we would have not had to do this race, or we would have doubled up. So winning the other car, I can't even remember what it was now, Sylvia possibly, I can't remember. Getting that car was a blessing in disguise over the Fair Lady. So we've just got leaving the replay to run for the moment, because I've got a couple of little incidents I quite like to look at. One was this audacious overtake in a moment where I went between the two cars. I can't remember exactly where that was. We didn't have that unusual spin, which I'd like to take another look at. Was that me that made the error, or was I helped around? I'm not quite sure. And when we get to that one, I may well be looking for your thoughts on the incident. So we're just coming around this left-hander, and then this is where I was looking at what we could do here. Did we go to the left where the car's going to go left so that we could do an overtake? That never happened. We had to get it slowed down, so we went around this corner. These two cars are still very much together, and again I'm boxed in a little bit, but the white car on the left went further left before the GTO came over. It opened up and we managed to put the car down the inside rather nicely there. That was actually quite a sweet move. I did enjoy that one very much, but obviously we undid everything in a short while when we managed to spin it around. So let's just leave this to run for the moment. So I think it might be at the end of this long straight that's coming up in a moment where the incident happened. We just need to do an overtake on this white one, which we'll try and do into this sort of, it's not quite the last corner, but this last sort of corner complex. Just riding the curb, getting it turned in over the curb there. So we now got the run down this long straight. So here we get the blue car goes to the left and managed to get in front. We went right and managed to do both with the Supra or whatever that blue car is coming across. We brake late down the middle of the track. We did go a little bit deep, and the Supra put it up the inside. And well, I feel that I left that car some room there. So this is it from their point of view. Yeah, I would like your thoughts on that one. I'm not sure whether that was a racing incident, whether the Supra was leaning on me and turned me around. They definitely did a dive down the inside. I think I'd left enough room, but yeah, I'm just turned around there, which I feel a little bit that was not entirely my fault there. I could have probably stayed out left a little bit more. In hindsight, I could have run down the left-hand side of the track there, which may well have avoided that incident. But let's head across to Fuji right now, and we will do the next race, which is the Japanese Clubman Cup 550. So our suggested performance points are 550. I think we'll stick with the Subaru for this one. And again, we've got 3 laps of the Fuji International Speedway, of which we need to get 3rd place or higher. And of course, we're going to be starting dead last, I would imagine. We've got a very long straight on this one, and I'm just going to put the intermediate tyres. I'm just going to purchase those just in case, because This does look awfully grey. We've got this very, very long straights for slipstreaming, and then a couple of quite technical twisty sections which we need to be careful of. And yes, it is raining already. So the question is now, do we brave this out with the slicks, or do we get ourselves around to the pits and put on the intermediates and then try and get through the traffic? We will have to see how the track develops, how the rain develops, and just how things are going to happen. So for the moment, I'm just trying to push on to get through as many of these cars as I can, just in case we do need to pit. So I'm pushing probably a little bit harder than I would have liked, given the weather conditions, but I am trying to build myself just a little bit of time, because I don't know how long the pit stop here is. I imagine it could be 20, 25, 30 seconds, which is going to be a significant margin. And obviously, I don't know whether these cars are going to stop. I don't know what tyres they're on. I'm going to assume that they're on slick tyres. Oh, got a little bit deep, just got that turned down and turned in. It's getting just a little bit slippery now, sliding around a little bit. As you can see, the windscreen wipers are going on the car. It's certainly getting quite grey over the track, although it does look a little bit lighter out in the distance. Oh, okay, just did a move on the Nissan Fairlady, and I really didn't think I was going to get that slowed down, and was concerned I was going to run into the back of these two cars. So it's around the outside of these two, and oh no, the Master's still coming back at me. Let's just keep on the outside. Has that? Yes, looking at the radar, we've got that move done. Sorry about that. Lost my train of thoughts. I cannot remember where I was, but there we go. Yeah, I think the weather certainly looks a little bit brighter in the distance. It's not raining too heavily at the moment, so we have continued around. Whether that is going to be a good thing or not, I don't know. We are a full 8.5 seconds off of second place, 9.5 seconds off of first. So if we'd pitted, that could arguably have put me 30 to 40 seconds behind. I don't know what the pit stop time is here, but potentially 30 to 40 seconds, which is just too much. So we've decided to carry on and just, oh no, this is starting to get slippery now. Got too wide there, even though I was just about to say that I'm trying to take it easy. This car is definitely sliding around all over the place right now. Just trying to leave it in fourth gear around here, just to try and keep some traction and not spin the wheels up. Down into third, just get it turned in. Oh, we're going round. Oh, I just managed to catch that one. Could feel all of that with the force feedback. That went so light. This really is like driving on ice right now. We are 6 seconds away from the second place car, so I'm wondering now whether they are actually on. That's going to be too deep. Oh, I can feel that. That was way too deep. We're going to have to cut back across the grass. That's going to make the tyres wet, muddy, and oh, this is horrendous. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't know that the cars in front are now 8 seconds ahead, 8 and 10 respectively. Are they on intermediates? Because I'm not making an awful lot of progress here, although I'm just sliding this thing around everywhere. Oh, we're going too deep again. Just no traction at all. Just really struggling to get power down. The car is squirming. I've got no turning on corners. This is just like on ice again. Just second gear, 30 miles an hour through that corner and struggling. So do we come in or do we carry on? The dilemma is that they are so far ahead, and is this rain going to clear up? I'm going to continue to press on for the moment. It does seem to be getting lighter. And we are now just down this straight starting to make some progress. We're going to need to get this slowed down to come off the accelerator, just braking gently, braking. Come on. this is all about feeling the car underneath us at the moment. When to get the power down, braking early, accelerating gently, and just really not flooring the accelerator until we are definitely in a straight line. So into this corner, we're going to brake nice and early. Down at second, just to get a bit of engine braking. Into third, just for traction. It's still sliding. Big slide on that last corner, so careful through this right-hander. As you can see, it's just drifting a little bit. I can feed it through the steering wheel, wanting to snap at any moment. Oh, got a little bit wide onto the wet stuff even more. It's not a dry line, but there is a drier line I'm trying to keep to here. But this car is nearly lost it again. It's just trying to keep it in this sort of darker grey area and away from the puddle area as much as we can. Getting a bit of speed ups down through here, so we're managing to close up a little bit. We do need to get it slowed down. Start early on the brakes. Oh, a little bit deep. That was I think we might have actually pulled that one off. That wasn't very tidy, but you can see the car in front is sliding around everywhere. So I'm imagining these two are on slicks and they are struggling as well. Right up with Gallo here now. We'll go up the inside. Now we're looking at the first place in front of us. This fair lady's sliding around as well. So just thinking about where we might be able to make a move. We do seem to be a lot quicker at the moment. Ooh, just got a little bit close into, and again, oh, come on, stop braking. Let's get a move on. Oh, we could go a lot quicker through there. There's a few taps through there, which wasn't too clever. I'm going to stay out, actually. I've got more traction than these two cars. I've got more speed than these two cars at the moment. They both seem to be sliding around all over the shop. I can do a move on the outside and didn't quite do it. Got a second there, didn't quite manage to pull off first. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. I'd have liked to have got first. I actually lost track where I was. I was concentrating so much I didn't even realise that we were on the last lap. I was talking about potentially coming in for a pit stop, not even realising we were at the end of the race. So thank goodness I didn't decide to come in. Okay, so gift car has been acquired. We did get second on that, but that was a difficult race. That was quite slippery. Cars sliding around all over the place through that one. It's quite nice, this dynamic weather in GT7 now, where you can start dry and then it can progressively get wet. It certainly taxes you. But we'll head off to the third race. So we're going for the Japanese Clubman Cup 550. So we are going to stick with the Subaru. We're on the Tokyo Expressway. Please don't be wet. 3 laps. Looks like it might be a dark one. 3 laps, rolling start, and we want to get third place or higher. Ideally, we want to win here. Okay, at least it's not wet, although that track does look a little bit greasy. It does look a little bit greasy, so I'm going to be a little bit careful into here. Braking at the beginning of the white lines, as I normally do, but considering that was the first corner after the rolling start, we could have gone quicker. The yellow car here is taking a defensive line down the middle, so we'll do the right hand side. Most of these cars are sticking to the middle of the track. No surprise, walls and also more defensive line. We're getting it slowed down, get it down into second gear to turn in for this little complex here. You can make up quite a bit of time here by using these curves. You need to make sure that you don't drift too far, because you will be into a wall very, very quickly if you're not careful. So I managed to get 10th place through that complex. We've got a good turn of speed down here. On the red hatchings, we'll hit the brake. Down into 4th gear, go around the outside of this car. Is he going to give me room? Yes, he is. Do a little move through there. Then we've got the Lancer. Can we do on the left-hand side into the tunnel? Move is done too. So up to 8th, making some good progress. Flat through here. Just going to get the car strained before we change up. Catching up with the 2 cars in front. quite nicely here. But we're going to catch them on this sequence of corners. They're having a battle of their own, so we're going to have to be very, very careful. Oh, one tucks in behind the other. That opens the track up for us on the left-hand side. We do need to get it slowed down for this little tight complex. Just keeping it on the outside of this blue one, just trying to hang it around the outside. Looks like we've got that move done, which is going to set us up quite nicely for the Supra, and possibly, oh, he's going to move over on me and shut the door. Oh, that was a bit naughty. Defensive driving, I guess, that's allowed. Okay, we go around the left hand side of the Mazda, just keeping on the back of this Supra and just throwing it up the right hand side. Get it slowed down for this right hander, making sure that we don't hit the barrier. Looking for the braking point here, just at the beginning of those white lines. Just feather the throttle through here on the throttle as quickly as possible. It looks like we've got those moves done. Up into 5th. No sign of 4th place on screen. We are 7 seconds behind 4th place. We're on lap 2 of 3, just watching the braking zone here, getting it turned in. Just don't want to catch a barrier at the moment, but we aren't making enough headway on the 4th place person at the moment, so we do need to try and push on if we can. So over the top here, we will bury it just as we come over the top there. Potentially a little bit early, double stab of the brakes, came off them and back on them. So that's not too bad. Not too bad through there. We've got the gap down to 5.5, 5.1. We really took a lot of time out of the 4th place car through there. Watching for the white set little marks on the track that time. Rather than the beginning of the red hatchings, we went for the white marks, which gave us a better turn in, a better turn of speed down here. As we go through the tunnel, we're just going to climb up through the gears and just keep this flat. This is an opportunity to catch the cars in front. So 1.8, 1.7, 1.6, 1.5. Watch the road. Make sure, don't look at the times too much. So just get this to a little bit of a slide there. Then we're going to go left and left. Can we get frag out? No, close the door on us. Had to make a jink to the right. Get it slowed down. 2nd gear. Actually, we'll stick with 3rd. Oh, I was in 2 minds about which gear to choose then. I think we chose the right one. 3rd gear was better. I think 2nd gear would have probably thrown the back of the car around and probably put us into a spin. So we got away with that one. So up into 3rd place, we've got 2nd and 1st right in front of us. Just go careful through here. Careful. Oh, that's going to close. Oh, a little bit of a tap. Oh, another brake mid corner there. We could carry more speed through here. Come on, guy. Come on. Go. Oh, it opens up. That was nice. I think the Toyota went a little bit wide there and we managed to put it down to the inside. So now we're in 2nd place, chasing down 1st place with 1 full lap to go. So 1 whole lap to catch and overtake this car in front that is moving. We're just going to negotiate that corner. I'm going to pick my overtake carefully on this one. It's been a relatively clean race so far. Not too many incidents, not too many bumps. I really don't want to mess this up right now. A little bit unsighted. As we come over the top, we'll go to the right so we can get some visibility on the brakes. Got the inside, but oh, we can't. Oh, that was a bit untidy, Mitchell. The Nissan broke a little bit harder than I thought. I carried a little bit too much speed through there. That was a very 1980s British touring car move, that was. Get it down the inside. Jason Plato would have been well happy with that. Not considering myself to be anywhere near Jason's skill level, but yeah, just wedged that door open there and just nudged it to get through. So 3.5 seconds down the road now. So we were significantly quicker than the 2nd place guy, so I'm not too dissatisfied with the way that we opened the door there. Maybe we'll get nickname of being camo for I don't know, but let's just keep this running through here, watching for the braking zone. Don't overdo it. Leave it in third gear. Now I'm going to choose second, just to get it turned in. Watch the barrier on the exit. Get it up through the gears as quick as we can. Just going to watch this little section through here, these little turns. So just thinking about what we're doing. Stay over to the left, get it turned in fourth gear, watching for the barrier on the near side. Let it drift across, barrier on the left hand side, watching it from the right hand side. This is a lovely section if you can get it right, and I do like going through there in fourth gear. Whether we're going to be able to do that when we are racing live with real people, I don't know, but with the AI, fourth gear through there, and you can just thread it really, really nicely. Okay, plenty of room to the car behind, over the finish. And I think we were 5.5 seconds. I was too busy watching the racing. 5.1. Okay, so just over 5 seconds. We did get a clean race bonus. Almost unheard of for me at the Expressway. So that is very sweet indeed. And that will be the third of our Nissan sports cars acquired. So the Fair Lady Z, the R32 and the Spec R Aero, 3 very nice cars. Collector level coming around quite nicely. We're up to 21 out of 50, so approaching halfway. And yeah, a nighttime race at the Tokyo Expressway completed with very few incidents, I must say. I'm actually quite pleased with that. Quite pleased with that. The Subaru is a nicely balanced car through here, and with that weight reduction and the brake modification, it actually becomes a very nice little car. Really pleased. Just watching this replay for the moment, just enjoying this while we have a break. It really hit the brakes there. So 5.13 seconds ahead. We will come out of here and go back to the cafe. And see what Luca has in store for us next. Okay, so that Death Valley. That looked like Death Valley with the little salt hexagons. We went there, but didn't quite have the hexagons good enough for the photography. But we got Mount Panorama, we got the Kyoto driving part where I had my massive smash, went airborne, 360 horizontally and vertically. Quite something to catch up on video, which was quite fun. So Luca is now going to tell us a little bit about our Nissans that we have just acquired. Some really classic cars in here, quite the pedigree, and the GTR Nismo is becoming a go-to car for quite a few of the daily races. So Nissan does feature quite heavily in this game. So if you liked this video, please consider smashing the like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you are back for more, thank you ever so much for supporting me. It is very much appreciated. But we'll be back with another menu book and another video very soon. For now, take care. Bye-bye.